Bill Hicks was one of the most unique talents to ever grace the stage as a stand-up comedian. His life was tragically cut short when he was only 32 years old, but there's plenty of old footage that shows just how great Bill was at stand-up, and today we're going to be looking at one of his legendary tapes. This stand-up clip from Bill Hicks was recorded back in 1992, and it really showcases how brutal the job of a stand-up comedian is and what the worst-case scenario can look like. Bill was heckled by some drunk woman, he had a bit of a meltdown over it, but then finished the set despite all of the bad circumstances and made some fans for life along the way. Nowadays, we always hear comedians in their comfy podcast studios talking shit and muckraking back and forth with each other about who is a hack and who is a real comedian. But at one point before all of this gossip and trickery, there was a time when comedians were on the road for many weekends of the year, relentlessly honing their craft and trying to become great while pinching every single penny they could to keep their heads above water financially. True starving artists. Today's video will demonstrate the greatness of Bill Hicks, as well as the immense difficulties of being a road comedian back in the 90s. If that sounds interesting to you, then let's hop right into it. To begin with, I had to dig a little bit for all the details around the set from Bill Hicks, titled Bill Hicks the Infamous Loses It. It shows the full 53 minutes from this set that took place at the Funny Firm Comedy Club located formerly in Chicago, Illinois, back in 1992. Since this was 3 decades ago, I decided to look and see if the club still existed and couldn't find anything other than a Facebook post talking about it and how it used to be located on Ohio Street in Chicago's River North neighborhood, along with many comments about comedians people saw live at the club, such as Jerry Seinfeld, Norm Macdonald, Carrot Top, Richard Jeni, and of course Bill Hicks. The owner of the club was named Len Ostrovich, and I assume he is in some way involved in the recording and releasing of this legendary tape of Bill Hicks. The set itself starts off pretty strong. Bill does some of his prepared material, and the crowd responds very well to the jokes, but very quickly it escalates from a good lively audience to a rowdy obnoxious zoo. Bill does a joke about the Kennedy assassination and talks about the driver assassination theory, and when he arrives at the punchline, this is where the heckling starts to commence.
Christians wear crosses around their necks. You think when Jesus comes back he ever wants to see a fucking cross? Think about this. Every time you've ever seen the Zapruder film, have you ever looked at the Secret Service man in the front seat of that limo? No. It's like the ultimate magic trick of misdirection. Because like most people, when I see the Zapruder film, you know, I'm looking at Jackie's ass when she gets on the trunk of that car. Anyway. Trailer Court, Oklahoma. Okay. Come on now. What? Wait, a fucking jukebox? Stick a quarter in his butt. Push A12. Oh, yeah, I had a girlfriend and she left me, and a lot of funny things happened. Chicago crowds are the greatest crowds in the world.
So Bill tries to move on with his set, but a few audience members took this as an invitation to start shouting out themselves. Even after this, though, the heckling and talking from the audience didn't stop. Eventually, the main culprits started repeating things Bill said, and this escalated the situation.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you, man. Be my little echo. It's my mother. And, you suck. You fucking cunt. Get the fuck out of here right now. Get out. Fuck you. Fuck you, you idiot. You're everything that America should be flushed down the toilet, you fucking turd. Fuck you. Get out. Get out, you fucking drunk bitch. Take her out. Take her fucking out. Take her to somewhere that's good. Go see fucking Madonna, you fucking idiot piece of shit. You suck, buddy, you suck. I can yell at the comedian because I'm a drunk cunt. That gives me carte blanche. I got a cunt and I'm drunk. I can do anything I want. I don't have a cock. I can yell at performers because I'm a fucking idiot because I got a cunt. I want you to go find a fucking soul. Sorry y'all had to see that. I dug a real hole on this one, didn't I? Gee, Bill, you know, this isn't material you're working on for your next Arsenio spot. Gee, I haven't seen a comic you know, go running around the room going, I'm a drunk cunt. Is there a punchline coming, Bill? Is there a point of view there? Son, I'm gonna need to feel some emotion from you.
What a beautiful destruction of this drunk bitch from Bill Hicks. Then immediately afterwards, he brings himself to a calmer place and makes light of the whole situation. Bill apologizes to the audience, but I think I speak for the audience and everyone watching when I say that this made the show even better, and it was really fucking cool seeing Bill put someone in their place the way he did. Thankfully, Bill had a very supportive crowd behind him, because when shows are rowdy like this and the rest of the crowd isn't really enjoying it, this can make your night as a comedian seem like it's never gonna end. And when you're set to do a bunch of weekends every single year on the road, there's a good chance that there's a woman like this at every single show every weekend that you're doing stand-up. Later on, we get to see the duality of this set when somebody else yells out at Bill later on, but Bill handles this one completely differently.
I don't care if you stay, just don't yell at me. I don't like to be yelled, you suck at me. I have feelings too, okay? So fuck off. That's okay, because that's a nice fella back there. Sober, and he fought it out. Polite, he waited for a pause. Let me get my computer out, it's right here. Hold on. Why Bill sucks.
Because Bill, you're fucking great.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Oh, great. Pressure. Now I gotta be funny. Fuck. I was hoping you'd all hate me and we could all go home early tonight.
It's just awesome to see people supporting Bill after everything that happened earlier in the show. Some comedians would have lost their temper and just completely blown off the rest of the show, but Bill bounced back after being heckled and actually made the rest of the audience happy that they came out to see him. It takes a very strong headliner to react this way and to handle it the way Bill did, and it takes years of dedication to achieve this level of mastery. Then several more minutes pass by in the set, and eventually somebody else heckles Bill while he's in the middle of talking about his own sense of humor.
I do suck. I do, man. I've lost the will to live. No one enjoys my humor, man. I have a very dark sense of humor, and no one fucking digs it, man. Sir, stick your cock in her mouth and shut her up. Oh, it's in there. Oh. I've decided to murder someone tonight. What a liberating feeling. No, you're going to go through with it. It really is. Just to know that you just decided and you're just going to put the gun in her fucking mouth and go, why not? Exactly. I can't think of a reason either.
Obviously the joke here is funny, and the gun sound effects afterwards are fucking awesome too, but this thought from Bill does make me deeply sad because Bill truly believed it. At this point in his career, Bill was a successful road comic who was very funny, but I think he genuinely believed his sense of humor was too much and too dark for a grander audience. The worst part was that Bill Hicks would be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer just a year after the set was recorded, and he also had one of his Late Night with Letterman sets canceled because of standards and practices. While the Letterman set being pulled from television did elevate Bill's notoriety as a comedian, it was right around the time Bill got so sick and had to go back home and live with his mom. Such a fucking tragedy, man. Anyway, back to the set. Another one of my favorite parts from the set was when Bill was getting heckled by a guy who was trying to steer his set in a certain direction, and the way Bill handles this is just like a seasoned veteran.
Carry the garden. About what? The horror show? Oh, okay. I'll do everything you direct me to do tonight, sir. Fuck it. You might have a better idea of what's happening here than I do. I used to work at a movie theater that played nothing but horror films. It was quite frightening. The people that came in to see these things on Hollywood Boulevard are scarier than the fucking movies, man. You could hear stuff in these audiences like, I remember when I cut off a head. Am I in your way? Yes, sir. What else?
The way Bill bobs and weaves with this guy and uses it to segue into a bit about when he worked at the movies is excellent, and then ending it by asking him to suggest something else was the cherry on top. If you haven't seen this entire 50-minute set, I'd recommend watching it on your own time. What a great set Bill blessed us with here. Additionally, I also saw this clip of comedian Sam Morril talking about how Bill would often bomb in style in some of his older tapes and specials.
Bill Hicks is great. And you know what's great about Bill Hicks? So many comics now with his ideology would only perform in like SF and Portland and Burlington, Vermont. That he's taken that act to Alabama. You're listening to one of the greatest comics of all time bombing, and he released this for us. He's fucking bombing. He's calling the crowd dumb.
Yeah.
And it's not like just some comic it's a great comic calling crowds dumb. There's something beautiful about that. So fucking angry on stage, but it was like beautiful anger. It was earned anger.
I think this perfectly demonstrates why Bill Hicks was so good. His ability to roll with the punches and snap if he needed to, while also being able to seamlessly transition back into his written material was top-notch. Even though Norm Macdonald wasn't a big fan of Bill Hicks, I have to respectfully disagree with him here because I loved Bill Hicks. I still do, but I used to too. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and leave a comment with your thoughts on the great Bill Hicks. Rest in peace to him. That's all I got for you guys today, and if you want more content from me, here's a video I did recently with comedian Nick Rochefort from $1 Million Extreme, where I ask him questions about their new show, Extreme Peace. Click the link here to watch that video next, and take care.